Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. It appears that Labour Party have decided to take a cue from Peter Obi in claiming back all their mandates that they feel it is being stolen, and it's all beginning to get proper perspective. In Lagos State, Gbadebo is not letting his matter rest. At the beginning of the campaign, it looked as if SanwoOlu had gotten to the worst part of it all and he has survived. Well, alas, his deputy may just be his Waterloo. Meanwhile, also in the same vein, in another news, in Enugu State, Peter Mba had prayed the court to, expunge the issue of the fake certification of NYSC. That was a allegation that was leveled against him. The tribunal said no, they will not trash it out. They should all come to court and prove both their innocency and how they got it. We are going to wrap all these two news into one. Technicalities are involved. Many Nigerians believe there's more to it than meets the eyes. Others believe that Gbadebo have what it takes to reclaim back his mandate. And other chieftains of the party said this script had played before and eventually APC still had their day. I'm going to give you the full gist on these two wrapped up into one. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see by notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update the channel on your YouTube. If you get to hear what the US lawyer gives testimony before the tribunal, you will understand how the gravity or the seriousness of the issue of this deputy governor to SanwoOlu's matter. Well, as we speak, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, faces a stiff battle to keep his mandate. This is because his deputy Obafemi Hamza had allegedly pledged his allegiance to the United States and reportedly renounced his Nigerian citizenship. Now, the Labour Party and its gubernatorial candidate Gbadebo Vivo are challenging SanwoOlu's victory in court. Now, in Ikeja, Lagos State, there is an attempt to sack Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State through an election petition tribunal because of Obafemi Hamza, the deputy governor who has pledged allegiance and even renounced his citizenship. Now, let me give you word for word what this oath is so you can have a bigger picture of the seriousness of this matter. I declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, state, or sovereignty of whom or which I have therefore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the United States of America. Now, as of Thursday, June 22nd, Olubusayo Fasidi, an immigration lawyer in the United States of America, testified before the Lagos State Election Petition Tribunal. Fasidi appeared before the tribunal and was led in evidence by Olumide Ayeni, counsel to Gbadebo Vivo, the gubernatorial candidate of the Labour Party in March 2023 election. Now, Royds is challenging the victory of Governor SanwoOlu and his running mate Hamza at the Saturday, March 18 governorship election. While admitting the document tender, the tribunal led by Arum Ashum, the judge, ordered the counsel to the respondent to include their objection in their final written address. Subsequently, the case was adjourned for continuation of the hearing. Reacting to the development, a journalist pointed out a complication in the matter. Akinkotu said the attempt to sack Hamza is not new, adding that a fresh case involving the Lagos deputy governor may end up at the Supreme Court. And this is what he said. He said, on July 31st, 2019, a tribunal sacked Honorable Ekingbojo Oguloga, a member of PDP representing Okitipupa Irele Federal Constituency of Ondo. Honorable Oguloga was sacked for having dual citizenship. Tribunal ordered that Albert Akitoye of APC be issued certificate of return. This was a landmark judgment. Now, as investigation was going on, began compiling a list of others who could lose their seat because they had dual citizenship. Nearly a quarter of the National Assembly had dual citizenships, including Senate President Lawan, Speaker Gbajabiamila, Deputy Sidas then, because he's now the Chief of Staff, and Deputy Senate President Omoagege, and so on. This meant that all of them could have been sacked. The matter got to appeal court courtesy of Wole Olanikpekun, senior advocate of Nigeria's son. He won. The judgment was overturned and Bologa was reinstated, but it never got to Supreme Court. Now, this new case involving Hamza is chaotic as it's Olanikpeku's son that's representing him. It could settle this matter finally at Supreme Court. Now, many Nigerians have wondered, really, how does this sound like? Will this eventually be the landmark victory, judging the fact that Olanikpeku's son is also handling this matter? Olanikpeku here is also handling the matter for APC, for INEC in Peter Obi's case. So it's an interesting situation. But for Enugu State, they have brought the DG to NYSC. He has come with his petition. He has come with what was written, where he again stand boldly with his affidavit, sworn affidavit, insisting that Peter Mba number, that serial number he submitted to INEC as a NYSC discharge, doesn't exist in their file, that they never. This is getting interesting. Remember the policy or on a constitution when it comes to the issue of forgery. The same thing happens when it comes to dual citizenship. So, if you ask me literally, Labour Party have something strong if we follow it up to vital conclusion. So, like most Nigerians are screaming and shouting, all eyes are on the judiciary. I do not know how they eventually interpret it. Now, the journalist literally brought two sectors. One to do with the fact that if they can or continue or we get to Supreme Court, they're able to prove that dual citizenship, which is actually in our constitution, that one with dual citizenship should not be holding political position, can now have a loophole. Then literally most lawmakers and most politicians may lose their seat. So you now see that if someone like Hamza get nailed over that, most of our lawmakers, particularly Lawan and the rest, will get to lose their seats. So they will also be interested in this matter. So if you ask me, it's actually judiciary against top politicians. How would it play out? We do not know. But all eyes are truly on the judiciary. That's going to wrap it up. Let's put in our comment section. What's your take? Do you think that in all of this, Gbadebo have a strong case to answer, and when he eventually gets to Supreme Court, he may likely get the seat? Remember that this issue of Hamza being nailed here is a joint ticket. If Hamza goes, SanwoOlu must go, because they came together as a team. Let's put in our comment section. What's your take? Have a nice day.